Hello students, welcome to Medix Academy. Today's English lecture is going to be on preposition, and today we are going to discuss its introduction and the type of preposition. So now we are going to discuss what really are prepositions. So prepositions are words that are used to link noun, pronoun or phrases to other words within a sentence, and it also introduces an object. They act to connect the people, objects, time and locations of a sentence. We can see in the following example, the keys are on the table. Here the preposition on shows the location, that is the table. In the next example, the show is going to start in an hour. Here the preposition in shows the time, that is an hour. So some frequently used words in English like of, to, for, with, on and at are prepositions. Usually prepositions are followed by nouns or pronouns, but there are few sentences which ends with prepositions. For example, there are a few jackets you can put on. So now we are going to discuss the types of prepositions. So there are three types of prepositions. First is the preposition of time, second the preposition of place or location, and third is the preposition of movement or direction. The preposition of time is used to indicate when something happened, happens or will happen in near future. Preposition of place indicates the position of something, that may be an object or the noun. Preposition of movement is used to describe how something or someone that is the subject of interest in a sentence moves from one place to another and thus indicates the direction. So now we are going to discuss the type of prepositions in detail. First we will discuss about the preposition of time. As we know, the preposition of time indicates when something happened, something happens or will happen in near future. The common example of preposition of time include at, on, in, before, after, during, about, around, throughout and until. Let us take few examples. The example 1 states, I was born on May 6th, 2001. Example 2, I was born in 2001. Example 3, I was born at 5 p.m. Here you can see all of the sentences indicates the time, that is May 6, 2001, 2001 and 5 p.m. But we can see in the sentences that different prepositions, that is in the first sentence on, in the second sentence in and in the third sentence at are used. So it creates a confusion in the mind to help to understand which preposition to place where. So there are few guidelines that are laid to help to decide which preposition to place where. Let us discuss them. So first, let us look at the examples. The Second World War occurred in the 20th century. Here the time is indicated by century, that is the 20th century. It is very sunny in May. Here the time is indicated by month, that is May. I first saw you in 1999. Here the time is indicated by year, that is 1999. We do exercise in the morning. It shows the time of the day, that is morning. Maize is grown in summer each year. Here the time is indicated through the season of the year, that is summer. I will be there in a minute. It shows the amount of time, that is a minute. So here we can conclude that for years, months, centuries, seasons, a few minutes or minutes and the time of the day, preposition in is used. So let us look at the next set of example. We go to church on Sundays, not Mondays. In this sentence, the time is indicated by day, that is Sunday. You should buy a present on her birthday. Here the time is indicated by a special day, that is birthday. Christmas is on December 25th. Here the time is indicated by a special holiday, that is December 25th, the Christmas day. He arrived on time. This indicates the time of arrival. So, by the following examples, we can conclude that for days, dates, time, and specific holiday days, the preposition on is used. Now let us look at the next set of examples. The party will start at 6 p.m. In this sentence, the time is indicated by a definite or specific time, that is 6 p.m. There is a lot of hustle in markets at Diwali time. Here, the time is indicated by a specific festival, that is Diwali. I'll move out at night. Here, the time is indicated by specific time of the day, that is night. So, by the following examples, we can conclude that for times, indicators of festivals, and exception, we can use the preposition at. Let us now look at the next example of preposition of time, that is before and after. So before and after are much easier to understand than other example of preposition of time. So before shows the action that has happened, that is happening, or which is going to happen prior to another thing, that is previous to another activity or action. And after shows the action that has happened, that is happening, or which is going to happen later to another activity or another action. Let us look at the following example. I will reach home before 8 p.m. It indicates that I will reach home previous to the time 8 p.m. It may be 6:30 p.m., 7 or 7:30 p.m. but it can't be beyond that. Let us look at the next example. Before I started going to gym, I used to go for running after work. It indicates that previous to me going gym, I was going for running. That is after my work or later to my work. Let us look at the other prepositions of time. So let us consider the first example. I visit my grandparents' home during vacation. Here the preposition during indicates an activity happening at the same time as the activity that is already going on. The next example, he was sick throughout the day. Here the preposition throughout indicates during the whole period or in every part of something. Here the whole period is the day, throughout the day. Next example, the store is open until 11 p.m. We can also substitute the preposition until by the preposition up to, which is an example of a compound preposition and it means the same. It indicates a specific time limit and it does not indicate the time after that. Here the time limit is given by 11 p.m. So it does not indicate the time limit after 11 p.m. So let us consider the next example. David came to my home around 6 in the evening. So here the preposition around indicates the time phase surrounding a specific time. Here the specific time is 6 p.m. in the evening. So around 6 p.m. can indicate the time phase between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The time phase before 6 p.m. and both after 6 p.m. that is up to 7 p.m. can be included under the preposition that is around. Next example, about 4 a.m. the lights went off. Here the preposition about indicates near a specific time. The preposition about can also be substituted by another compound preposition that is near to. Next example, she is going to sleep for an hour. Here, the preposition for indicates during a length of time. And in the sentence, the length of time is an hour. Next example, I haven't eaten pizza since a month. Here, since the preposition indicates between of past time and now. Here the past time indicates before a month. The other simple examples of preposition of time are ago, by, from, between. Here are few questions on preposition of time. You can fill in the blanks with in, on or at. You can pause the video for a moment, do the answer. You can later on resume the video and check your answers. You can now check your answer and score yourself. Let's move on to next type of preposition, that is preposition of place. As we know, preposition of place indicates the position of something or somebody, that is a noun or an object in a sentence. The most common prepositions to indicate time, in, on, at, are also the most common prepositions that are used to indicate the position and thus are called the preposition of place. The rules are much clearer as place prepositions than the prepositions of time. So the guidelines are as follows. First, on is used to refer to something with a surface. The examples are: the portrait is on the wall, the keys are on the table, the pictures are on the page. Here the three objects, wall, table and page, all of them have a surface and thus the preposition on is used. The next preposition of place is in. In is used to refer to something that is inside or within boundaries. The examples are as follows. Josh is in UK to visit his friend. The candies are in the jar. They are playing in park. In the three sentences you can see in UK, in the jar, in park refers to something that is inside or within boundaries and thus the preposition in is used. The next preposition of place is at. It is used to refer to something at a specific or definite position. The examples are as follows. He will meet you at school. Dhruv is waiting for you at the entrance. I am waiting at the corner of High End Street. In the three sentences you can see at school, at the entrance and at the corner of the High End Street refers to the exact position of something or somebody at a place and thus at preposition of place is used. So other prepositions of place are under, over, inside, outside, by or beside, above, below and behind. Let us discuss each of them with examples. Let us look at the first example. There is a bag under the table. Here the preposition under indicates to something that is in lower in position than something or somebody. Here in the sentence it refers to the bag that is in lower in position than the table. He is famous all over the world. Here the preposition over indicates to something that is in above in position than something or somebody. In this sentence it refers to he is famous as he is in above in position than all the people in the world. I left my phone inside the car. Here the preposition inside indicates to something that is in something that is bounded or bordered. Here, this sentence refers to my phone that is in something that is bounded or that is surrounded, and that is the car. I am standing outside my home. Here the preposition outside indicates to something that is out of something that is bounded. So here the sentence indicates that I am standing out of something that is bounded or surrounded, and that is my home. The university is by the lake, or we can also write the same sentence as the university is beside the lake. Both of the prepositions by and besides means the same. They indicate that something is near something or somebody. And in the sentence it refers to the university that is near the lake. His scores are above my expectation. Here the preposition above indicates to something that is in higher in position or in higher in value than something. So here the sentence refers that his scores are higher than my expectations. She is standing below the building. Here the preposition below indicates to something that is in lower than something else. So here she is standing in lower than the building. He is hiding behind the door. Here the preposition behind indicates that something is at the back of something else. So here he is at the back of the door. The other example of prepositions of place are up. It indicates to something that goes from lower region to upper region. Then down. So it indicates something that moves from upper region to lower region. Near. It indicates to something that is in close proximity with. Between. It indicates to something in position that is in between the two places or between the two people. Then close to. It indicates to something that is as a measure of proximity in closeness. Moving on, now we are going to discuss the preposition of place which cause confusion due to its specificity in use.